Why do you think it went so well for Catherine Connolly?
I think this is obviously a landmark victory for Catherine personally, and I want to congratulate her and her current husband Brian and their wider family. But I also think this is a landslide for hope, for optimism, for positivity, for Ireland as a neutral, an active neutral, for our rightful place in the world, for equality and fairness for people with disabilities and carers, for our young people, and also for the process now of reunification and that big national conversation that we need to have. And I think the success of the campaign was a blend of authenticity, positivity and a lot of genuine political direction and content. It wasn't just a sounding board. Catherine came at this with a set of principles, ideas, convictions, and then of course the combined opposition. We came together in a cohesive way, and the campaign that resulted was dynamic, organic, grassroots.
Do you think it helped you as well? I was talking to Ivan Yates a moment ago, and mentioning that he said go out and smear, but that it was certainly a very negative campaign, people will say, run by Heather Humphreys, which benefited probably Catherine Connolly.
Well, I don't think that negativity played well at all. I suppose what made this an exceptional kind of electoral moment is that Ivan Yates went and said it out loud. It's not simply that there was a strategy to discredit or smear, choose your word, but that he said it out plainly. And then I think when the attacks came, and particularly that video, that now infamous video, I think people saw that and saw what it was, what that was all about. And it's not that any candidate has to answer the questions, even if you think they're repetitive, even if you think they're unfairly put or charged. That's part of the democratic accountability mechanism. I don't think anybody would have expected that Catherine or any other candidate would get an easy ride. But there's a world of difference between that and an active campaign to just discredit unfairly or indeed to smear.
Now, we know a lot of people didn't bother to vote at all.
Yes.
A lot of other people destroyed their votes. There are therefore quite a lot of disaffected people, but they come from different places. Does that concern you?
I think it is significant that Catherine has such an unparalleled historic mandate. That's the first issue, and that shouldn't be missed. But neither should we miss that fact, Miriam, as you say, that people stayed away or that people chose to spoil their vote. And I think we have to acknowledge that, and I think we have to listen to that. And I would like to say to all of those people, you have a stake in this as well. You have to be heard. You have a right to participate, to have a sense of being heard and being represented. So I think we need to pick up this ball after this election. I think we need to go out to our towns and villages, our communities, listen to people, hear what they have to say. And we need a respectful dialogue. We need to have a standard of decency, not blame or finger pointing or judgment, but a culture of respect where at a minimum we can hear each other. And then where we disagree, we disagree. But generally Irish people are decent and reasonable and want the best for their communities, for their country. And I think in most cases we can actually reach each other. It does not mean that we are always going to agree with each other. I think, by the way, Catherine Azukdaran will be a really, really strong standard bearer for that kind of value and that kind of approach.
Well, Mary Lou McDonald, thank you for taking the time to stand here with me today.
Thank you.